Take a look at our tail of tape for this penultimate fight of the evening. Dakota Ditcheva, as I mentioned earlier, 24 years of age. Hermansson is 33. Ditcheva, the taller fighter, at 5'8" to 5'5" for the Swede. Both women weighed in under the flyweight limit. Reach advantage on arms and legs favoring Ditcheva. Rich Mitchell is equipped with the ref cam. Ditcheva in the red, Hermansson in the gray. No touch of the gloves, and we are underway in the co-main event here in Newcastle, England.
Movement and footwork early from Hermansson. She doesn't want her legs being chopped into by Dakota too early. She has got good head movement, but that can only solve problems with boxing. There's one of those leg kicks early.
It's a good way to deal with the leg kicks, making her miss. It's going to take a lot of energy to keep this up, though.
Hard inside low kick there from Dakota. Hermansson yet to open up.
Ditcheva very willing to switch stances, as we've seen a couple times already. There's a clinch now. We've seen this big dividends for Dakota Ditcheva in the past. Pressing Hermansson against the cage.
Do we have Dakota trying to work for a takedown here, or is she just trying to work for frames so she can knee? She's using good head position at the moment.
Beautiful knee.
Brought that knee all the way up over the shoulder. Not a nasty knee to the body. You heard the crowd.
This is where you don't want to be against Ditcheva. Her knees are very nasty.
Those knees to the head come from nowhere.
We saw her finish in this exact position.
Beautiful knee to the body in that finish.
The timing on her knees is different. She creates just a little bit of space. And not ready at that point. Beautiful takedown.
Excellent work. Ditcheva just put her right leg behind the hips of Malin Hermansson, pulled her right back, and into side control.
Good top control here from Dakota. Might be a shock to the system for Hermansson. May not have been expecting this kind of fight. The strong side control position for Dakota. Trying to pacify her opponent here, who's still trying to escape.
Trying to move into full mount. Good defense so far from Hermansson.
Using that head position well. Good pressure, staying around the knees. Hermansson looking to invert here, trying to get herself back into an attacking position. Great movement by Dakota. Footwork on the feet.
I like seeing this from Ditcheva. I like seeing the growth in her game. We all know she can strike, but seeing more grappling for her is promising for the future.
And it would be a real statement if she's the only flyweight that gets the finish on the night.
You know, we had two split decisions earlier in the night in the flyweight division.
She's looking for a crucifix, it seems like.
She's also got the option to attack that arm around the back of her head. She's got Americana threats there. Oh yeah, there we go. She's trying to slide over that near side bicep, but Hermansson's got a wrap around her head right now. She's not going to do much with it, but she might be able to bridge and roll her over. If Dakota gets her hips too high here, she could be susceptible to being rolled. You can see the redness from that inside low kick already.
Okay, you've got to get busy here. You've got to show me something.
Oh, there we go. The arm's pinned.
Good job from Hermansson rolling into her.
Hermansson looking to scramble.
She's got it. That's the force under the chin.
Beautiful.
A really good shot.
Victory from Dakota Ditcheva.
What a statement.
A really good choke from the Thai boxer. So impressive.
Referee Rich Mitchell has called a halt to the contest at 3 minutes and 52 seconds of round number 1. Declaring your winner due to submission via a rear naked choke. Dangerous Dakota Ditcheva!
Tail the tape for this co-main event brought to you by Celsius Live Fit. Dakota Ditcheva, 26 years of age. Jenna Bishop is 12 years older. Ditcheva, 4 inches taller. That 4-inch advantage on the height translates to the arm reach as well. Ditcheva with 2 inches in her favor on the legs. Tyler Santos watching on with great interest. She will face the winner of this fight for a $1 million women's flyweight championship. Ditcheva in the black, Jenna Bishop in the blue.
Straight away, Dakota takes control of the center. She's going to be able to push her opponent around here with the threat of the striking, but if Jenna Bishop starts to wade forward, Dakota needs to prioritize takedown defense.
Feints so far from Ditcheva. Bishop in that southpaw stance.
She keeps tipping that hip and threatening to throw that kick, keep Jenna off balance and keep her from wading in.
Yeah, and these guys are open stance as well, so if Dakota decides to throw that rear leg, the body is wide open. Unfortunately, the benefit is for Jenna Bishop because she can hit the liver from her side, but still the body shot is open.
Dakota likes the straight right hand to the body as well, and there's a push kick. We mentioned the body so much with Dakota Ditcheva because that is her favorite target, and in recent fights has led to her victory.
Dakota dropping back there, looking for that counter left hand.
She dropped back, gave up a little ground, and then loaded that left hand, and Jenna stopped. She saw it coming.
Yeah. Thing is, if Jenna Bishop can rush into range and pull that attack, then she's got an opportunity to level change underneath. It's always going to be difficult for a closing range, though. She's got to be super careful.
Nice knee.
And here's the big takedown for Jenna Bishop. This is where she wanted the fight.
Santos is laughing.
Tyler Santos loved that flare takedown.
Beautiful double. Jenna punched her way into that deep double leg, picked her up by the back of the thighs, and flared her to the mat. Beautiful execution.
Dakota Ditcheva does have one submission victory to her credit in PFL Europe. That was against an opponent at a very different level on the ground than Jenna Bishop, who is a grappling ace. Long and successful career. 2017 IBJJF World No-Gi Championship.
And this is really what people wanted to see from Dakota. The questions weren't around whether she's a dangerous striker. It's what happens when she gets put on her back. And this is where the answers are going to be found here. Jenna Bishop trying to pin that ankle down so she can look to pass. She's trying here, but the long limbs of Dakota are going to make it difficult for her. Now she's setting up a triangle, but I don't think she's going to get that on Jenna Bishop.
Well, her leg was between the legs of Jenna Bishop in a butterfly position. She wasn't able to lock up the triangle. But good work to get back to her feet.
Dakota framing out now, trading places with Jenna. She's got to stay inside, re-pummel, not give that body lock up to Jenna. Jenna will circle that underhook and try to trade places with her again and put her back on the fence.
Randy, this answers one of the questions we had coming into the fight, though. What happens if Ditcheva tries to grab that tie plum and clinch where she's had so much success? Well, this is what happens. Jenna Bishop gets to be where she wants to be and pressures and grapples, and at least one time gets Ditcheva to the mat.
Good hand control by Ditcheva.
90 seconds remain in round number one. Ian Parker, a betting expert. How'd you play this fight?
We had Dakota in the parlay, and also we threw a little sprinkle on by TKO or KO. I will tell you, the confidence that she's going to have now getting up is going to be unbelievable.
And there it is. Beautiful knee from the plum.
And Ditcheva beckons Jenna Bishop back to her feet and goes immediately on the attack.
Bishop in trouble.
And that does it. First round finish, and Dakota Ditcheva silences the doubters. Wow. Nasty work again from dangerous Dakota Ditcheva.
Ladies and gentlemen, it comes to an end. 3 minutes, 54 seconds into round number one by TKO. She earns her place in the $1 million Women's Flyweight World Championship. dangerous Dakota Ditcheva! What a fantastic battle this is going to be. Two of the best female fighters on the planet right now. Fantastic strikers, veterans, future legends of the game here.
Both of you have been given your instructions. Touch gloves if you like. Let's fight.
No touching the gloves. Dakota Santos in the black kit. Dakota Ditcheva in the blue. Ditcheva still undefeated through 13 fights, 11 knockouts, 1 submission. Starts with a leg kick. Dakota Santos is by far the most experienced opponent Dakota Ditcheva has faced. Almost twice as many fights as Ditcheva herself. 25 total pro outings for Santos.
We just see if Santos is going to try and draw Dakota in before she tries to take down. Wow, hard inside low kick.
He's attacked both the outside and the inside of that lead leg so far. In the early goings here in the first round. There she goes again. Santos has to be very careful about reaching down.
She's already got on the fence. There's a front with the hand. Santos is trying to get that body lock. She's got double underhooks, but can she keep a hold of it? Dakota's trying to use that knee to get some space between the hips. Santos closes those hips down, the outside reach start, and she's excellent with that technique.
This is a very important moment for Dakota Santos because that right hand she's blinking. Now has an opportunity with these double underhooks to get Dakota Ditcheva to the ground.
Nice job by Ditcheva to turn it around there. Twisted body lock. Put Santos on the bottom.
Training with all those larger women at American Tag Team paying some dividends. And that was the first time we saw Ditcheva go to that shovel hook.
Santos is fighting on that jab fake. She needs to be careful, that left hook's coming around the side. Look at the size difference compared. And I love the fact that every time Dakota pulls that lead leg out of the way, she starts to use an elbow immediately, straight away with the elbow there, Randy, yes. Back on the takedown defense here. Santos now going low. She's going to try for that reap on that leg if she gets that body lock again. Head position, pain dividends for Santos.
Yeah, keep touching her. Bump and train.
Right there.
Red corner.
Just have patience.
Nice active feet. Control your breathing. Nice active feet. Yes, good knee that.
Watch the hook.
Watch it.
Watch the hook.
Nice takedown.
Immediately back to the feet. Dakota Ditcheva not capitulating on that takedown from Dakota Santos.
Good hand control by Ditcheva. Making it difficult for Santos to get a lock and keep her there. Strike hands well.
It's a lot of work for half a second of time on the ground.
Nice job.
Strips the grip, spinning elbow off the fence. And again, she's got Santos biting on those feints really well.
Push kick twice. Right hand cracking off the side of Dakota Santos' face. Beautiful hook from Dakota Ditcheva. When you have a size advantage, that's fine. When you also have a speed advantage, it gets a little bit unfair in these striking situations.
She's tenderizing that lead leg as well. The longer the fight goes, the more that leg is going to become bruised and swollen.
Outside the range of that throw from Santos. Ditcheva on the retreat. Seeing everything. Push kick again.
Santos pushes forward with a jab. Finds herself back in the center again. Dakota keeps switching. I think she's going to go with a knee to the body off that switch if Santos moves forward.
Ditcheva showing off all the weapons in her considerable repertoire here at round 1. Underway right now in this first break. A flare from Ditcheva.
Beautiful right hands.
And an elbow to finish that combination. She has Dakota Santos hurt.
knee to the body there. And this is where we see Ditcheva really start to go to work. She smells a little blood in the water. Her opponent shows up, and you see that rip to the body, then the plum and the knees come.
If you look like a wounded animal against the fence, she's going to start to die out. She switches into a very predatory style of fighting where she's looking for multiple targets to hit you. Santos with the high guard.
Good movement on the head from Tyler Santos to avoid that long left. Seconds in his first round. Second round of a possible 5 for Women's Flyweight Championship here in our 2024 PFL season. Dakota Ditcheva still undefeated in the blue. Tyler Santos, the one-time UFC title challenger in the black. Sean O'Connell, Dan Hardy, Randy Couture here beside the PFL Smart Gate. Last chance to shop. Red collar on Black Friday mega sale up to 80% off sight line. Claim $170 swag bundle for free. Stock about everything you need to kickstart your new year.
Man, what a knee to the body that was.
Two big knees up the middle. She's trying to frame out, keep Santos off of her. Santos in on the waist. And a nice body lock. Hand control by Ditcheva.
Yeah, she's clearly done a great deal of hand fighting, but I think Santos has got a grip on that far side wrist look. Shinya Aoki style.
Sit back in a standing position.
Yeah, now Dakota's going to have to spin the opposite way. She's going to have to turn to her right to spin and get that wrist free. There we go, beautiful spin right there. Back to striking range, and every time they break, Santos just looks a little bit more disappointed that she's got to find a way back inside. See how she's biting on that feint from the jab with Dakota. Beautiful jab to the body, my goodness.
After that 1-3 combination, she's biting on that feint.
Good job from Santos after absorbing the leg kick there. Shopping to move fight short in the world this Black Friday, up to 70% off the entire site when you scan to shop tonight. Take down official partner of the PFL. Scan that QR code on the bottom right-hand corner of your screen.
What I like as well is every time Dakota steps inside, she doesn't always throw. Sometimes she steps and has a little look, sees where the gaps are. She's a very observant fighter in that regard.
She sets traps around that little face to see how you're going to react, and then she makes pay for it.
Might be more favorable to you. She punishes you, pushes you back down to the foot to the face again. Starting to show wear on that lead leg. Tyler Santos. Yeah, this avoids a head kick.
Seeing a lot of damage on that lead leg. Dakota circles, tries to find space, and Santos kind of plugs after her, not giving her the space. Beautiful straight line.
Dangerous out of both stances. Still meeting in the midsection, but Tyler Santos blows Dakota Ditcheva into the smart cage barrier.
Santos has definitely been doing her crunches because you can't take knees like that unless you're in very low condition.
Absolutely correct.
That wrist control, cross-body wrist control here. Santos trying to get head position. Dakota trying to get the tie finish. She sneaks out of the side.
Nice elbow inside. The elbow caught her right in the nose. I think Santos is hurt.
Elbow coming in from Ditcheva. There's a cut.
Santos is hurt.
Santos not moving right now. grabs a hold, give herself some reprieve.
And this is where we see the level of Santos as well. I mean, she's not having her way right now. She's taking some really big shots. But almost every other person that's been taking these shots so far has crumbled, and Santos has not yet.
Nice elbows. Beautiful inside elbows. There's that knee up the middle. That one hurts on the side of the big and deep for sure. And so Santos is in big trouble. She's in big trouble. Dakota Ditcheva to the bottom again for a championship.
As we announce the official time, 4 minutes 41 seconds into round number 2. She is the winner by TKO. She now collects the $1 million payout, and she is now the 2024 PFL Women's Flyweight World Champion. Dangerous Dakota Ditcheva!
Click below to subscribe and watch more MMA content.